Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Professionals Pulse. It's been long, and we are eagerly awaiting to meet all of you once again with another guest and another interesting topic to be discussed. I'm Farida Musaddi, the co founder and CEO of Alphate Technologies Dubai, as well as a partner of Cruisia Travel and Events. Well, in a world where hustle is glorified and often mistaken for dedication, many entrepreneurs find themselves undercharging, over delivering, and eventually running out empty. This podcast episode, what we're going to discuss today, dives into the mindset shifts and strategic moves required to break free from that cycle. We'll explore how to confidently price your services, attract aligned clients, and build a sustainable business model that honors both your value as well as your well being. If you're ready to stop trading time for stress and start owning your worth unapologetically, this conversation is just for you. And joining us today for this interesting episode is Fatima Tinwala. Hello, Fatima. How are you? And welcome to the Professionals Pulse.
Oh, how are you, Frida? How are you doing? Firstly, I'm so grateful to be a part of this podcast. I'm extremely grateful. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm super
Most
excited.
welcome. Most welcome. The pleasure is all ours.
Oh, thank you.
So, for everyone, Fatima Tinwala, she is a psychologist. She's a certified POSH trainer. She's an EFT trainer. She's an author and also a mindset coach. She is the author of the book, The Power of Entrepreneurial Confidence Building a Business Empire, the book which is available even on Amazon. This is a book that is guiding the readers through the critical stages or the crucial stages of developing confidence. It offers practical strategies to overcome your self doubt, adopt a growth mindset, and lead with conviction, as well as build meaningful relationships. Uh, she has helped, or the book helps individuals elevate both their personal as well as their professional brands. The book, as I said, is available on Amazon, so I'm sure all of you out there must read it. She's also on the way to very soon launch another book. She also holds a master's in NLP. She has trained doctors as well as corporate professionals in positive psychology, equipping them with tools to transform their mindset and enhance their well being. So, once again, Fatima, welcome to the Professionals Pulse.
Thank you so much.
To start with, while I was introducing you, we mentioned that you are an EFT trainer. So, could you please elaborate as to what is EFT? Why is it important in our lives? And how does the training go all about it?
Firstly, it's a most amazing question. Most of the people are not aware that what is basically EFT and what does EFT do to people. Understanding in today's fast-paced world, where we have a lot of things we are juggling, there's so many things we are juggling to and fro with the stress level that we have. EFT is something which is a mind-body connection. It is an
Okay.
approach where it's modern psychology and it's ancient acupressure. Acupressure. So it's the methodology of two things where we are combining both the things and we are kind of create. It's EFT is being created. It's created in the mid 90s where Dr. Craig, he's the founder of EFT. He has introduced this EFT technique, which is an amazing technique. It basically the full form of EFT is emotional freedom technique,
Okay.
where basically just a little bit of psychology. As humans, we always kind of respond to the emotion state we are. So, be it anger, anxiety, or we are happy. So, we always kind of work on the emotional state of the mind and then we react. So, EFT
True.
basically helps you control these emotions so that your output becomes more positive and becomes more better. So, as I mentioned, acupressure in our body, there are certain points where we tap on. It's basically tapping. So we basically help release those stress hormones, I mean, which are to the points when we tap. It helps you ease your emotional state and, of course, transform you. And so that, and there is a positive reinforcement happening where we retap again and we create a positive affirmation in the body to align the body from negative to positive. So this is what EFT is all about.
Okay. And this is offered both at a personal and professional level?
Yes. First, basically, in my past 3 years, I've been doing EFT with my clients and patients. But now I am started with coaches and entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Understanding when I was working with a lot of people, what I understood is that everybody emotionally, basically, your behavior depends on your emotions. So
True.
we just discussed about pricing. So pricing is also a little emotional state to be. I'll
Correct.
explain when you ask me about it. How is it emotionally connected, the pricing part? So EFT basically helps you to get more confident because I think confidence is something, it wavers through situation and situations. Sometimes if something negative happens, even if I'm more confident, I kind of become underconfident. So EFT
Absolutely.
basically helps you align with that and gets
Okay.
clarity. Um,
Okay.
Making you understand a little more. When you're stressed, basically you can't think right. So
Correct.
EFT clears those stress hormones, so at least you're in a
Okay.
better position to make decisions in your life. That is why EFT is very effective. So I am also started coaching for EFT, especially for coaches and entrepreneurs. So they get more clarity. They are able to, deliver right and in a nice way that the opposite person understands. If you're stressed, you can't deliver stuff. So working on
True.
the stress level of the person, and then you can deliver it better.
Oh,
So
that's wonderful. So I'm sure a lot of people can benefit from it. And as you correctly
exactly.
mentioned, that when you are under stress, that thinking ability, the rational thinking, all goes for a toss. So
Yeah.
even those times, I think when you have such a kind of a mindset, it's very important to control your mind. And if you have techniques which help you do that, I think on a personal and professional level, it can help individuals a lot.
There is one question I want to ask you. Supposing you come to me for my services, when you
Mhm.
come to me and you don't find me that confident, will you collaborate with me? That's another question I want to ask you.
Absolutely not.
So, in today's fast paced world where we have so much of competition, if we as entrepreneurs are not able to convince the opposite person with confidence and making them believe that trust factor has to come. Because I
That's
believe that I'm a huge fan of relationships creates business in your life. So,
true.
it's very important to maintain that relationships with people so you can grow and collaborate with people. So
Absolutely.
EFT basically helps you, kind of have a good emotional state with people.
Okay.
So you get that confidence, you're able to deliver, and you have a better business environment created. So when
True.
you're not negative, because negativity in life can really really hamper your whole
That,
business.
correct. That's true. That's true. Completely agree. So, talking about the topic that we're going to discuss today, where what does charging your true worth, really mean, and why do so many entrepreneurs struggle with this?
It's an amazing question. Charging is basically charging your true worth. It's basically your inner alignment, what you feel about your product or the services that you're ordering, you're delivering, and it's basically your inner alignment, understanding the time, the value, and the transformation you're offering. So basically, whenever you charge a person, three things have to be kept in mind: the time, the value, and the transformation you're giving. The bigger the transformation, bigger the pricing. So when you charge small, that person will not take you seriously. So it's very important that whenever you
That's
deliver,
a very important point.
so when you charge at a little bit higher, you're asking commitment from the opposite person.
Correct. Yes.
So it's very important that your time, your value, and the transformation has to be kept in mind when you're pricing in your product or your services.
True.
It's a very
And
important aspect.
sometimes what happens is you feel that you are charging less. Most of the people do not value their time. They
Absolutely.
value maybe the service or the quantitative aspect, but these your time is a qualitative aspect which is often ignored. And that is very very important, because in today's times, when you are already juggling with so many things, you are actually giving your time to someone, you are
Absolutely.
putting your efforts, so that also holds some kind of value.
Now, can I tell you something? How does EFT come in this? Now,
Yeah, yeah.
when I was in my journey of exploring, whenever I asked people that when you're pricing high, what are the thought processes you have? So somebody told me that someone might find me greedy. That now why are you charging? And then I asked a couple of people. They said, "Am I worth it?" That self worth is always there. Do I
True.
am certified? Do I have all the I have all the knowledge? Well certified also, but still in my mind, do I deserve it? That self worth issue comes. So where EFT comes in, and then we help in EFT. We make you understand first is acceptance. Accept
Correct.
yourself who you are. The
True.
time you start accepting yourself, you can transform other people. But if you're not accepting your problem with you that you're facing, your thoughts, and not realigning it and again working on it, then you can't transform others. So this is where EFT comes in. It basically helps you accept that yes, this is the I think important the sentence I have in my mind, but I can still work on it and transform people as well. Realign myself and get more positivity in myself, and then help my clients. So this is where the intervention of EFT comes in.
So it's all related to one another.
Absolutely, yes.
Um, so how can entrepreneurs, differentiate between fair pricing as well as undervaluing themselves out of fear or, as you self said, self doubt?
Basically, pricing is very neutral. It's pricing is basically on your energy, skill, and the value that you're providing. Uh, One thing you must understand: don't say yes to everyone. You can't say
Correct.
yes to everyone. It's a very draining thing to do. Choose the correct client whom you can deliver. And if you ask me how to choose, if a client is having too much of expectations that you're delivering, then choose anyone that you're
Correct.
good at as an expert, and you can transform that person. So
True.
this has to be kept in mind when you can differentiate between fair pricing and undervaluing yourself. So at least when you don't cater everything. So if you cater only one thing perfectly, you know how to charge and price your client, and make them achieve their goals.
And I often want to ask you, the
Hmm.
saying no, that's a very difficult thing. Sometimes even
Hmm.
I as an individual face this, that you can't say no to things. I think that is also a very important aspect. So do you also trade, because we often feel, what will the other person think? They are coming to us with certain expectations and then refusing them, saying no, what kind of image or impression will it have? I think that does that also affect, or is that something that is also very much needed?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't say yes to everyone. Please understand, you need to create a boundary in your profession as well. You can't cater everyone because everyone will come with a different expectations from you. So you have to first check in that what expectations they are coming in, and you able to cater them, because ultimately they are coming for a solution to you. So if you're able to give that solution, then only you can tell them a yes. Otherwise, it's a very nice way of telling them that, you know what, this is not what I provide. I'm a professional and I'm here for this. I transform people for this, not for this that you're expecting. So
Correct.
trust me, in my business right now, this is a game changer, because earlier also I used to feel that, I can't say a no to people. Why should I say no? I can, but it was burning me out. Now it's not burning me out. I know whom I have to cater, and I know my target audience. I know whom I have to deliver, and what is the pricing structure I need to keep, and who requires how much. Then accordingly, when you do that, you are in a better position to grow yourself as well, and get better feedbacks and happy customers and happy clients.
But aligning with the same thing, sometimes what happens is that people fear competition, because uh, I may feel that I'm the industry that I am in, it's a very competitive industry. People are
Absolutely.
offering the same services at a much lower cost. So if I do not bow down on my prices, then I will lose out clients, I'll lose out business. So I think that, how do you change that mindset?
Now, this comes from a very fixed mindset, because what happens is, let me tell you one thing. I don't believe in competition. I think a competitor with you is a person who teaches you how to grow your business. Because if you have a competitor who's doing business and is supposedly doing better than you, and you have the fear factor, somewhere down the line you need to learn something from your competitor. Rather keep in competition with that person. Please understand. Today I have grown in my life because I've always kept my competitor as a collaborator. So
Correct.
I never feel insecure about that. If I charge more, they will not come to me, because I believe the lesser the clients, but quality clients, and who are able to pay me, I can give my 100% to them. They are going to be my biggest advertise. in the entire world. They're going to talk about me that I am the best coach right now available for them who's transforming them. That is
True.
what I want. So, quality clients, don't fear of saying no to people. When you say a no, you are showing a boundary to the opposite person that this is what I am, and
Correct.
this is what I can deliver. So they know that you're a quality person. It creates an
Correct. And
impact.
you will
So
not compromise on your services.
absolutely, absolutely. So they also know that when I come to you, I can't. There's no bargain system and there's nothing. I mean, I'm coming to a professional and I have to behave one like the way you're behaving with them. Please understand, as an entrepreneur, the way you behave with your customers, they are going to behave the same way with you. So that's a very important aspect to keep in mind.
True. True. That's true. Um, According to you, what are some of the early signs of burnout that business owners often go through and they ignore?
We just spoke about one, saying yes to everything in spite of saying a no. That's called a burnout.
Correct. Okay.
Because if you're saying yes to everyone and they have different things and they want you to cater, but you're saying yes and you are in a juggling state that this I have to deliver, this I have to deliver, it shouldn't be like that. So that is like an burnout situation. So you must not
Okay.
say yes to everyone. You must have quality clients that you're dealing with so that they are happy. And please understand, if you're doing your business and there are too many people who are talking about you that she is only promising and not delivering, you don't want that kind of a feedback from people. Because in future
Correct.
when you want to collaborate with other people, they're saying no, don't. That bad name
That
and that negativity is always there. Then people don't want to collaborate because they understand that when you can't have happy clients, you're not good in your work. Second
okay.
one is constant. There are a couple of things. The second
Yeah.
one is having constant brain fog.
Okay.
Brain fog means you're very indecisive and you don't know what is happening. You're saying when you're saying yes to everything. You can't understand what is happening, and you're feeling guilty, and you keep on, you can't take rest. You constantly
Okay.
have that thing of delivering and making your clients happy. That is also a brain fog. Constantly thinking about what to do is also like a fog, brain fog in your mind, makes you
Correct.
indecisive. And one more thing I've observed is that you are you were super excited about your business, about certain things, and over the time now you keep on procrastinating. This I will do a
Hmm.
little later. This I will do. I cannot do it right now. So this is another way of seeing that you're in that burnout stage of your business. You know. So this is one thing I've seen in my clients also. They come and tell me that what I used to love before, now I don't love it anymore. I don't know. I feel like doing it later, or I feel like hiring someone and tell them to do it, and I don't want to do it. So that is again your burnout. So your business is your passion.
True.
So if your passion keeps on decreasing, in some way you have to realize that you're in a burning state right now. Something has to be done.
Correct. Maybe you have overcommitted yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Exactly. Okay. And so tell me, because you must be meeting a lot of entrepreneurs, who come to you for guidance and for a lot of coaching. Um, if I'm an entrepreneur who's out there to start my journey,
Mhm.
definitely maybe at that early stage, knowing your exact self-worth and all might be a very tricky situation that I am in. I don't know, should I go with the market, should I go with what I want to. So how do you handle that phase or that situation, or how does an individual handle that phase? Because once they are out there in the market, of course you gain confidence once you deal. But when you
Mhm.
are starting out, it's always said, that getting that first client of yours, it's a very difficult situation that you are in. For some it's easy, for some it takes a while before you get that first outreach. So how do you coach them, or what suggestions do you give them?
Amazing question. Firstly, if you're a person who's just starting, you must first know what transformation you're giving. Like, what are you offering to people? So that offer
Okay.
creation has to be done. That and what is the desire now? For example, what is the target audience desiring from you that you are able to deliver? What is one problem that you're solving, or any one that's called a niche, like any one problem that you're solving for your clients? So you can accordingly first design something like that. Then you have to start pitching. So, for
Correct.
example, in my cases, when I started my journey, first I understood my transformation and first I understood the pain point that I'm catering. So, I was dealing with coaches and entrepreneurs. So, I understood there's a mindset problem. So, mindset is something that recurrently you need to constantly keep on having positivity. It's very difficult to stay positive the whole day.
True.
So what I understood is there should be some mechanism that I can help people that for longevity they have a positive outlook towards anything in their life. It could be personal or professional. So whatever you're transforming is the most important aspect to be kept in mind. Then accordingly, you have to understand the market, that who is your correct audience and are they the correct payers. Supposing if you are charging a little high ticket, your audience should be able to pay you. Otherwise, you'll always be demotivated. That what am I? You'll always be in that stress level that am I doing right? Am I doing wrong? So that is another important aspect to keep in mind. That the audience that you're pitching is able to pay. So that is another thing that has to be kept in mind. Now, also understanding the demand. Whatever you're providing value in terms of transformation, is the market having that demand? And if it's
Correct.
not, then how you're supposed to create a demand. So, for example, when I start with my EFT, I always say, are you a stressed entrepreneur or do you want to make 10 lakhs per month? So, catchy, 10 lakhs per month. So,
Correct. Correct.
that's the way you kind of create your demand as well in your journey. So, as an entrepreneur, also when you're kind of charging your stuff, you should have the correct hooks. Now, that's called a hook. So, you have to have that hook. You're hooking, you're creating an hook for people so that they want to come and understand your product, come and talk with you. So, that's
Correct.
extremely important. So, these are
Yeah.
the few things, a few tips to be kept in mind. And I
You're
want
very
to know about your
informative
business
and
as well.
important.
You're
Sorry.
handling two businesses. You're handling
Yes.
two businesses, as you just said in the introduction. How are you managing that? What is the secret?
So, see, we started Alpha Technologies in 2022, and we were really passionate. Both me and my husband are very, very passionate about IT because we are both from the tech fields. So,
Wow.
IT is our dream project that we started with, and travel and events is again something which runs in the family. We already have a business established in Spain by my sister-in-law. I was having an events business back in India with one of my friends. So that is how we collaborated travel and events. And talking about the charging thing, I think it also aligns with what we do because we have both the industries. When I talk about the IT industry or when I talk about travel and events, it's a very competitive industry, very crowded space. People always come and say that things are available at a lesser cost. Why? But I think what you mentioned at the beginning, we know the kind of service that we provide. We know the kind of value addition that we are doing to our clients, the kind of customization, personal attention. So we are confident about those things, and that is how the pricing confidence comes. So
Absolutely.
I can, yes, very much relate to what you're saying right now because. People always come, there are online websites, oh, this is available at this much price, but then holding your ground and being confident that yes, this is what we do. And as you correctly said, it's better to have clients who understand what you do, your time, your effort, and they come to you for that, rather than having many clients who may not. There are price sensitive clients also, no doubt about it,
Absolutely.
and everyone has their own uh, way. But then if you know what you are doing, then it is better to always cater to such clientele rather than saying yes to everybody, and then that you would not be able to deliver your self-worth, or you are
Mhm.
compromising on stuff. I think that is something that.
So I believe that if someone associates once with me, it should be recurring. It should not be a one-time journey with that person. Your services and your products should be in such a way that the person feels, no, yeah, I cannot go anywhere else. I have to just go to them, even if they are a little high pricing. But I know the quality that they're giving me is incredible. I will not get it anywhere. That's the way you're supposed to portray yourself in the market so that you can grow. And trust me, it's very important to have, it's important to charge properly because that creates the value, your self worth, and your value of what you're delivering in terms of your skill, the time, and the transformation you're offering. So, this is the way you measure your pricing. So, if this is you're aligning with your customer and they're happy with it, trust me, they are ready to pay. They're absolutely ready to pay.
True, true. And I think you have a very, very valid point out here, which I think every entrepreneur has to adhere to.
Absolutely.
So moving ahead, can you share a psychological framework or mindset shift that helps professionals overcome the guilt around premium pricing?
Okay, a very interesting question and a very nice question, because in today's fast-paced world, we need to have this kind of a routine, because this routine is so important in terms of protecting your mindset and your emotional state that you are. So on daily basis, firstly, when you wake up in the morning, it's very important to have a journaling. It's called a gratitude journaling, where you need to be grateful for what you have in your life, little bit, like 5 sentences, and what you're proud of, like I am
Okay.
proud of who I am. That is like just a boost for you to kickstart your day.
Okay.
That's very important. Second thing is EFT tapping is very important. A 6 minute EFT tapping can be a game changer for everyone, because that will just de-stress your negativity if there's any negativity in your mind. You know,
Hmm.
basically, when funniest thing is, I was just talking to one of my clients a few days back, and I was just asking them that why do you feel so negative that often. So he told me that whenever I'm brushing my teeth, back of my mind, I have my whole yesterday's scenes happening, and wherever I did negative, I kind of recapture them a lot. I said, really,
Okay.
you kind of recapture those thoughts? So he's saying, yeah, I have a habit. So please understand, this is very unconsciously happening. As when you're brushing is something very unconscious. We don't
True.
tell ourselves that we need to get up and go and brush. It's a very unconscious state of mind that happens. So I believe negative thoughts just come. So we
Correct.
need to train our mind. Basically, EFT trains your mind to have positive thoughts in your mind. It's very, very important. So EFT tapping, at least it's a 6 minutes thing. You can do EFT tapping for any specific thing. Or today you're feeling low, or you're feeling underconfident. You have a training you want to deliver, or you want to go to a business meeting where you want to feel confident, and you want to be in that mind frame that you are positive, and people acknowledge you and understand you well. So there's EFT for that also. That you keep that self worth is high, irrespective of whatever happens.
Correct. Correct.
Next is digital boundaries. Very important is uh, we must have a digital boundary. As when you wake up in the morning, please do not ASAP check your phone. Now, this is something that everyone is doing. Uh, what I'll just explain. For example, if I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you must not check your Instagram, no social media at all. That 5 o'clock in the morning is your special me time for you, where you do activities like journaling, where your mind is completely blank, because when you just get up, your subconscious mind is a little slow. So when you kind of reprogram it and bring it into a positive state, the whole day goes positive. So very important is when you get up in the morning, you must not use your phone for social media, and kind of gaze through or understand what is happening. Last point, end of the day review is very important. Where before sleeping, you should write your small wins that you had in the day.
Okay.
Trust me, that helps you to sleep better, because your mind is not in the overthinking state. For example, you had some conflict with someone and you're really disturbed about it. So you need to
Hmm.
erase that memory from your mind, so that your mind is in a calmer state to sleep. So celebrating your small wins is very important. Who else is going to celebrate you? Firstly, is you. You are supposed to celebrate yourself, not anyone else. And even if
Correct.
someone is not doing it, if you do it, you are in a position, because I think everyone likes compliments.
Correct. True.
Everyone wants people to acknowledge them for, and so what happens is when you write your small wins, you rewire your brain that what, I am getting better every day. Each day I'm
Correct.
getting better and better. So
Correct.
after a week's time, when you read your pages, you will realize that, oh my God, I'm getting better and better. Every day I had so many wins to win. So you're programming your brain to always have be in a winning situation. Even if it's not, you are
Okay.
creating that winning situation. So you're forcing
Correct.
your mind to be in that winning situation. That is a very healthy thing to do. So this is a very important thing. These few things you must keep in mind, and trust me, it's very transforming. I've seen results when people follow this. So
True.
I've been doing it personally for almost 1.5 year, and it's really changed my life completely, and a few of my clients as well when they come and tell me.
It so what I believe is it's all in the mind. It depends where in
Absolutely.
which direction you want to take your mind, in a positive or in a negative direction.
Just an example: what is laws of attraction? What is it? You see, the whole YouTube is full of LOA. What is it? It's just saying that if you want to manifest something, you can't think negative. You have to first desire a goal. What exactly do you want in your life? and
True.
you have to think positive about it and feel and emotional state. So EFT is basically helping you also to create that law of attraction. It
Okay.
is a part of your law of attraction, because if you want to manifest something, but if you're having negative thoughts in your mind, you can't manifest that.
Exactly. Yeah, if
So
you
EFT
yourself have
again,
a self-doubt.
yeah. So it just erases your self doubt and it keeps you in a better position that think positive, it will happen. So it's just helping you in that. It's keeping you in the correct frame of mind and the correct emotional state so that your manifestation becomes even faster.
Correct.
I manifested to come to your podcast. I think 9 months back, I listened to your podcast very often. I'm very inspired by you. You know, I'm like, wow, she's some kind of a woman and she's doing great, man. Inviting such good people, and I think podcast is a very nice thing because you're exchanging knowledge here. If I want to
Absolutely.
know about someone's industry and I come to your podcast, I understand the industry. Now today, people have known about EFT from through you, so now
Absolutely.
people are known to me through you because I came to your podcast.
True,
So I'm
true, true.
extremely grateful. You're doing a fantastic job. It's
Thank
commendable. And I wish you all the very best that, you know, the kind of work you're doing, you're helping people to come in a spotlight. It's commendable. In today's
thank
busy world, it's not so easy. It takes a lot of time and effort, and you're just doing it in a beautiful way.
Absolutely.
Cheers to
And
you.
that was the entire idea because, as we were speaking even yesterday, the idea is you learn from every individual, each person
Absolutely.
inspires you. Now, today, when I heard about these things, a lot of positivity comes in. You get to know that, yes, with these things, there are times when everybody feels negative, there's so much of stress around, but yes, when you listen to someone, then you know that no, there are things which you can do which will help you in your put you back into the correct mindset. So I think every individual has a journey, is an inspiration, and you can learn so much from each other. So that's the idea behind this, and thank you so much for acknowledging
Also,
that.
I also use EFT for manifestation. I mean, I wanted to come in your podcast. I use EFT to staying calm and not giving up hope. So I use that EFT that, you know, I'll tap myself and say, don't worry, stay calm. You will get an opportunity, and trust me, it happens. So
So grateful, so grateful.
it's a very big example. Like I cannot give you anything beyond that. That being
Thank
positive is a game changer for
you.
everyone.
Absolutely. And but how much time does it take? Because I know, for some people, there are a lot of lows in life. They are struggling with maybe personal issues, professional issues. So it is difficult. And of sometimes, often it comes that, um of course, all of these things take a little bit time to come. And a certain point comes when people feel that nothing is happening. This is just a waste of time. So do you get such clients also whose
Yeah, yeah.
mindset is very
I'm doing
difficult?
EFT. I'm doing EFT for cancer patients as well. Since a year, I've been doing EFT for my cancer patients. Because what happens is now what we need to check as a therapist is that what is the state they need to recover. Suppose if it's anxiety, constant anxiety, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
True.
Or either they are worried about that, what if I die tomorrow? So is there a worry? Is there an anxiety? Or if they feel that with this medicine I'll never recover, or is this doctor right? Or for example, I have done EFT for people who had some hair fall problems during their therapy. They have this self-image is completely broken. Now I understand, like you come from certain place where now you are completely looking different and you are scared of the society, that how is society going to accept you. That is one thing which I have seen. So what does EFT do is EFT is basically self-acceptance. So I accept myself the way I am, irrespective of me facing a lot of hair fall, but still I accept myself and I love myself. To the molecular state, like EFT is basically telling you the molecular state that I'm accepting like however I am. And then after one round of that, then we have a positive one. That so what if I don't have hair, but still I'm being loved by my children, I'm being loved by my husband, I'm being loved by my family. So EFT is something like that. So first is the
True.
negativity to understand acceptance that yeah, it's okay if I
Accept.
have this problem, but
Correct.
I'm still being loved by my family. That's the most important aspect.
True.
And I don't
True.
care if other people don't accept me the way I am. I don't care. It's a very bold
Correct.
statement, but you're telling yourself to that molecular level that it's okay. Trust me, when we do these EFT in a couple of days, when we finish like 3, 4 sessions, they feel much more better. They are in that acceptance states that okay, it's okay. At least bringing them to that state is also huge. It's
Absolutely.
extremely huge. And I'm feeling so happy when I'm helping people because I think I like to see people smiling, and it makes my day. So when I'm doing this therapy with people, and when I see that they're transforming, it makes me feel so good about myself.
True, true. And it's a very noble thing because, when they are at this stage of their life and you are giving them that hope, that positivity, I think that actually helps. It's both, it's medicine and these
Absolutely.
efforts and your mindset. It's often said that even for cancer patients, their mindset plays a very, very
Mindset.
important role in healing. So, and you are helping them do that. I think that's commendable.
Thank you so much. It's I'm just blessed. I think I'm just blessed. I cannot say anything beyond that. That I'm blessed that I have the skill in me that I'm able to do that.
True,
That's what I
true.
cannot say anything beyond that. Just grateful.
So, we just advise to we discussed about saying yes to everything, and
Mhm.
I know you said that it's very important to say no, but still, how would you train an entrepreneur to saying no,
Now,
or what kind of
seeing
tips would you give,
yeah,
that at what point you should be confident? Because sometimes people say no, but their no is, in such a way that they're not confident enough to say no, and the other person can push a little, nudge a little, and eventually that no turns out into a yes.
yes, I understand. Now,
Yeah, that
when I
firm
sit
no.
Now, when I sit with my coaches or any entrepreneurs that they come for me, they ask me the same question. So I always tell them that first you have to be very clear that what you're transforming, the time, the value, and the transformation you're giving. Now, when a person comes to you with so many deliverables, I want this, I'm not confident, I feel anxious, I can't sleep in the night, and I don't know what to do. I'm so puzzled, I'm a bad decision maker. You should tell them that you know what, choose any one thing that you want to transform, that you want a serious transformation, say in a 90 days or in a 1 month's time. Like, what is it that you want to transform in? So, if they
Correct.
are matching to what you can cater, then there is no problem. You can tell them a yes. But if it's not, then you must learn to draw a line there that this is what I don't cater. I don't cater this because this is
Correct.
what is your dire need. Maybe you can come a little later to me. I will help you. So, we are not saying no, but indirectly telling them that you can come a little later, not right now. This is not the right time. I'm not the expert that can solve that problem of yours. So you first
True.
need to go to an expert who's solving a top level problem, and then you come to me. I am there, always available for you. So what happens is when I say yes, and I am supposing working on their confidence level, but here there's an anxiety issue as well. So I am continuously working on confidence, but that anxiety is not being cured. What he's having constant thoughts of anxiety. So my
Correct.
confidence tapping will not help. So I have to first work on anxiety. So it's always better that tell them that this is not what I cater. So you need to go to a person who will solve your anxiety, means the way you're puzzled in your business. Suppose your SOPs are not right in your business, or you need your logistic issues, solve that, and then you come to me. For example, if I'm doing EFT for anxiety, first solve that problem, and then I'll make you confident. So you'll be able to deliver it properly. Your products will also be priced properly. So people will value your services and your time and the skill that you're offering. So
Correct.
that is the most important aspect to say a no, very, very subtly.
Yeah, and that's a good tip that you're not outright denying them, but you are just
Yeah.
delaying it.
Yeah,
Correct.
because I know some people, when you say no, you kind of tend to spoil relationships. We are not here to spoil relationships with people. Because for me, my relationships are very important. I value each customer who comes to me, and I make sure that we deliver the best of services so that they can tell 10 other people, and I have to spend less on my ads. So I
True.
am not advertising too much. They are my mouth advertising, which is happening, and I'm getting business. So I am a strong believer of that.
True. True. That's so true. So lastly, what kind of, daily practices would you advise, or some mental health habits that you would recommend to maintain the energy, the clarity, and the confidence in businesses?
I just said about journaling. Journaling is a very important aspect. And what I have understood of late, I have been practicing gratitude journaling. So, what I do is when I get my clients who are extremely confused about what to do in their life in terms of pricing and certain things, and they always feel that I don't know how to charge and I'm in a debt. So,
Mhm.
firstly, is to be grateful to what you have. So, what I do is every day in the morning, I have kept specific days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I am grateful for my body. So, I write 5 things that I'm grateful for. On Tuesday, I will write 5 things materialistically I'm grateful for. Trust me, when you show gratitude, you open your door for more and more abundance.
Okay.
So that's a very important aspect. So I've divided my whole week that what I'm going to be grateful for. So again, clarity, that what grateful I have to show gratitude for what. Because for example, I'll just give you an example. Um, I don't want to say, see, whoever, whatever religion you follow, either you're a Muslim, you're a Hindu. I'm just saying a common terminology as universe. For example, for a human being, supposing if you give me something and I just say thank you, or I say, you know what, I'm so grateful. I really wanted this and you just gave it to me. I'm so grateful. Which thank you is more powerful for you? The first one or the second one?
Definitely the second one.
Yeah. So the more passionate you are about being grateful, the more abundance you will receive. So
Correct.
if you're lacking confidence in your life, it's very important that at least be grateful for your existence first. Confidence will automatically come if you're grateful for whatever you have right now, and then you can attract confidence through EFT, through learning something or understanding what you're selling and get that confidence. Now, I'm a closer as well. I also do closing for a lot of products. What I have understood in my journey is building rapport with your clients. So when I'm on a closing call with someone, I first understand that what is the mindset of the customer. So closing relationships are very important. So first I have to be positive. If I know myself well, I can deliver that. So
True.
through gratitude, I'm exploring myself that, oh, I'm good in this. So when I'm saying I'm grateful for my eyes because they help me see this beautiful world. So I'm grateful for my eyes. I understand I've got good set of eyes. I don't have glasses. At least I'm grateful. So uh, there are a lot of things that you can be grateful and understand and build that confidence. So if you're talking about confidence, gratitude builds confidence because over the time you're understanding and you're grateful. So you're kind of identifying that, oh, I have this and I'm blessed and privileged. So the
Correct.
more you be grateful, the more you're going to attract. So this is one thing that I follow. Before sleeping, I always write about my wins
Okay.
and I do my EFT tapping on daily basis. And there is one bonus thing also I would like to talk about is whenever I have conflicts with people, what I do is I always teach my clients as well. Conflicts is rather you're not actually fighting with people. You're fighting here.
Correct.
Because when you have conversations with people and there is a friction happening, you tend to get in that emotional state and then react and then you tend to spoil your relationships. So to
Absolutely.
keep yourself, in a healthy environment, your response should be always at a pause. Don't respond ASAP to people.
Okay.
Always
Correct.
take a pause, understand what that person is saying, and think a little bit that if I get angry or if I respond like that, is it going to help me?
True.
Later on, I must not say a sorry.
Correct. Don't
So either
react.
be, yeah, don't react in such a way, then you have to later have to regret that, oh my God, what I did now, was sorry to bull. I have to say a sorry to them. Don't do that. So
Correct.
that is a game changer in my business right now. Like I don't react ASAP. I first understand, okay, I listen, I understand, I digest what they are saying, and then accordingly I respond. If someone says, "Okay, आपका price बहुत," if someone tell me you're pricing too much higher and I cannot collaborate with you, I don't like it. So it's okay. So then
So
I say, yeah, and it's up to you. I don't really mind, but you know what? If you collaborate with me, there's lots. I'm much more different than others. My services are very different. I do a lot of different things. See, because what happens is when an opposite person tells me something negative, I might say, "Oh, okay, you don't want to do it, don't do it." So
correct.
that's not the way to react with relationships with people. So I don't spoil relationships. I say, "Okay, it's fine. You can come next time when you feel that you need me. You first understand my business, and then you can come to me, so you'll know why I'm pricing high." So that person's like, "Oh yeah." Okay. So
Correct.
it's very important to create that daily habit of being positive and being in an acceptance state and not reacting ASAP, creating that pause in your life. Very,
Correct.
very important.
And I think these are some wonderful tips that you have shared because acceptance brings, as you said, confidence. If I am
Absolutely.
accepting things, what I have, and most of the times it happens, when a negative thing comes into your life, the first immediate response is that why only me? Why did this happen to me?
Absolutely.
Why am I suffering like that? But then there are many other things that you have to be grateful for, which maybe others do not have at this point of time. So when you acknowledge what you have, then you take this like a pinch of salt along your journey that, okay, maybe this comes in, this is God's way of
But
testing
you
me.
have to train your mind for this. It takes a lot of time. It's not easy. You need to
Absolutely
train your
not.
mind on daily basis that if a person is not aligning with me in my thoughts, it's okay. It's their perspective. You
Correct.
don't develop that negative attitude towards that person, that now I won't talk to that person, I won't do that, because in the long run, we are humans, absolutely, we are social beings, we need to socialize with people.
Absolutely.
So not spoil relationships with people, have a healthy relationship, deliver how much you have to deliver, keep a pause, understand what, and a very subtle way respond, so that people, you don't spoil relationship with people, and ultimately when you go to bed, you're at peace. That my day
Correct.
was fantastic. I have handled everything beautifully. Everything is going amazing. So this is what ultimately should end up to.
True, true. I think these are some really, really amazing and positive insights that you have shared. And not only a business or an entrepreneur, but every individual can imbibe these things in their day to day lives, uh,
Absolutely.
no matter age or whatever you are doing. So, thank you so much for all of these small tips that you have shared. And I would
There's
also
one more
like
thing. I'm sorry, I forgot one more thing. Goal setting is very important. One goal setting has to be done
correct.
every week. You on a Monday, you must have a goal setting. That in this week, where I am right now and where I want to be in a week's time. It could be a new skill set you want to learn, or whatever you want to learn, because we are all work in progress. We're
True.
constantly learning every day. So what we need to do is set ourselves that, what, at least in this 1 week, there is something new I want to learn. I want to go and meet people. Networking is also like, your networking is your net worth. That is a very important thing if people understand that. So you need to
Absolutely.
do that networking as well. So that goal setting has to be done for your week, that today, this day I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do. So at least you have a clarity in your mind about the whole week schedule. So goal setting and creating a planner also is a very important thing for growing your business, and also understanding what you want to do in this entire week. And it really helps you grow as personally and professionally as well.
And remain focused because otherwise,
Mhm. Yeah,
there's no point
our
in
routines are
doing
such that we are juggling with so many things. So we tend to
exactly.
forget. This is like, reminder to your brain that no, I have written it. See, once when you write, you tell your brain, this is what I have to do. So your brain has that memory that, oh, this has to be done, this has to be done. So you constantly
Correct.
check with the planner. So it's like a mini reminder in your brain.
True, true, true. So thank you once again, Fatima, for being here and talking to us, enlightening us on these very, very positive aspects and sharing so much. And I'm sure a lot of people would want to connect with you after this, learn more from you. A lot of corporates and individuals would who are maybe struggling right now with a lot of things would want to know these techniques and get some more clarity in life. So thank you so much for sharing all of these amazing tips with everyone.
In fact, I'm grateful to be a part of this amazing podcast. Connecting with you is like, it's like a dream come true. I'm so grateful. You're an amazing woman. I don't
Very
know why. I feel you having so much of positive energy that I cannot tell you. When I was connecting last night also with you, I found so much of positivity with you, that you're an amazing person as well. Thank you so much for inviting.
much.
Extremely
Thank you.
grateful. Wishing you all the very best in all your ventures that you have started, and may you get a lot of success in your life.
Thank you so much. Wishing the same for you as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Everyone signing off. Remember, charging your true worth isn't just about the numbers, it's about valuing your time, as Fatima said, protecting your energy, and building a business that serves you as much as it serves others. Here's to success that feels as good as it looks. Until next time, stay tuned and see you again with another episode of The Professional's Pulse and another guest speaker. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Fatima. Have a nice day.
Thank you.